Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. And I get a lot of questions that how do I save money? How did I save money rather when I was working for 5.5 years, and how did I end up securing myself a future where I didn't want to kind of depend a lot on my parents or anyone else. And some of the things that I've practiced as a very frugal or as a very uh, thought through person when it comes to savings. So when I started off, I my first job was 5 lakh rupees, and I used to get around 37,000 each month, and my kharcha was only I think 12-13,000 because 9,000 to mera rent hi tha. So all through my life I have just maintained one thing, that whenever your income increases, do not increase spending beyond the means. So what really happens is कि why we are not able to save money, and this is my realization is, जैसे जैसे हमारा इनकम बढ़ता जाता है, हमारा स्टैंडर्ड भी बढ़ता जा रहा है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेट से पहले आप एक पर्टिकुलर ब्रांड के कपड़े पहनते हो एंड यू आर फाइन विद इट, बट सडनली योर सैलरी इज क्रेडिटेड एंड यू फील दैट कि यार ठीक है, एडिडास भी तो पहना जा सकता है, प्यूमा भी तो पहना जा सकता है. And this is the spiral that we all go into. And you know what, once you enter that spiral, there is a lot of different things that you will start buying which you don't need. And the bad part about that spiral is that it's very hard to come back or come out of that spiral, because now you have moved on from need to want, and there is no end to want. Need बहुत कम होती है लाइफ में, want unlimited है. There is no end to desires. So for example, I'll tell you, I never bought a bed. I always had a mattress जो मैं ज़मीन पे बिछाती थी, बिकॉज दैट वॉज सफिशिएंट फॉर माई नीड्स. बैंगलोर में इतनी ठंड नहीं थी तो मुझे ज़रूरत नहीं थी उस चीज़ की. आई नेवर हैड मोर देन 2 pillows. आई नेवर हैड 4-5 डिफरेंट रजाई. नीड नहीं है, राइट? Similarly, I never bought any big assets like a car or a bike, because need नहीं है. I could always travel by public transport. मैं ऑटो ले सकती हूँ. इनफैक्ट फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम आई यूज टू साइकिल टू वर्क, because that was my way of justifying that yes, I'm saving a lot of money. Second, I'm physically taking care of myself. So I think it's all about the mindset. Once you know what you really need, you do not kind of fall into the trap of what you want. And by this, I do not mean you compromise on basic things. I never compromised on my nutrition, on my health, or a gym subscription, because these are important things. This is a need that I feel I should fulfill for myself. But it's not important that every time there is a wedding in my family I would buy a new sari, because the old sari can be recycled. There is no need for me to wear makeup, so I will not use any makeup. There is no need for me to buy jewelry. There is no need for me to buy new shoes. I always had and still have 2 pair of sneakers, one for gym and one for outside. And the moment वो बाहर वाले जूते खराब हो जाएंगे, I'll buy a new one. But I'll never have 3 sneakers in at one point of time, because need नहीं है. I'll have only 1 pair of चप्पल जो घर में मैं पहनती हूँ, right? So these are things that actually are not very fragmented. अगर आप सोचने जाओगे तो आपको लगेगा कि अच्छा यहाँ कैसे कट करना है, यहाँ कैसे कट करना है. There's only one framework. Do you actually need this or do you just want this? And if you can understand this, and if you can control your mind to actually and kind of train it to behave in a certain way, that the moment you see something and you realize that this is not needed, this is just a want, and this is infinitely going to keep moving, so I don't need this. But at the same time, I do travel a lot, I do take trips, but I don't take a cab or I don't take a flight for them. Whenever I go by bus. Because I feel that there is a need that I need to fulfill. I need to travel, because otherwise I feel very depressed. I feel I've lost the zest for life. But whenever I'm traveling very sustainably. Even when I'm in the Himalayas, I hitchhike, I kind of use the public transport. I'll never stay in a luxurious hotel. I'll take a bunk bed in a hostel. And this is how I basically fulfill slightly not a need. मैं बोलूँगी इसको want है ये travel, need नहीं है. In a way that it does not basically hamper my finances. So if you can understand this concept and realize that a lot of things that you actually are craving for is something you don't need, I think you'll be fine saving a lot of money. And this is how I save money in the last 7-8 years to survive my MBBS and some part of the years after that. And I hope this video helped. Bye.